So I want to share with you how Queen Camilla went from being Prince Charles's side chick, the one nobody thought would ever get married to Prince Charles, and to being a queen. Someone called her the patron saint of all side chicks, and honestly, I can't but agree. Charles had a babe called Camilla. Camilla was not a virgin. Tradition dictated that Prince Charles must marry a virgin. Diana was not in the picture at the time, so Prince Charles was told to marry Princess Diana's elder sister. The elder sister smelled the rats, and she realized that he wasn't into her, so she backed out. So since getting married to Princess Diana's elder sister didn't work, the Buckingham Palace discovered Diana was a virgin. So in addition to being a notable virgin, Princess Diana was from a family more royal than the current royal family. So Prince Charles at the time got married to Princess Diana. Charles didn't tell Diana that his girlfriend was Camilla at the time because they were actually still together. Diana was barely engaged to Charles when Camilla showed up. Camilla was married with two to Princess Charles's sister's ex-boyfriend. That's Princess Anne's ex-boyfriend. Diana became depressed. She was suicidal. I mean, the whole thing practically made her attempt suicide 5 times, realizing she was there for decoration and the real marriage was between Charles and Camilla, his true love. But due to traditions and all that, he couldn't be with her. So of course, Princess Diana was like his rebound and ceremonial wife, of course. He basically married her for the kingdom. So the late Princess Diana gave birth to Williams and Harry and kept deceiving herself that Prince Charles would change since she had given him the heirs to the throne, but Charles was unrepentant. Diana tried confronting Camilla several times, but Camilla refused to stop. She was that side chick who wouldn't let go of her boo. So Princess Diana got so frustrated and depressed that she developed bulimia, which is an emotional disorder characterized by a distorted body image and an obsessive desire to lose weight, in which bouts of extreme overeating are followed by fasting and self-induced vomiting and purging. Look what made Princess Camilla and Prince Charles's affair did to Princess Diana. And other psychological problems from the stress and started turning into a skeleton. She became so skinny. After several medical interventions, she started recovering and focusing on charity work and public service. She was so invested in charity, in works of charity. She visited several countries, met with several people like the Pope, the late Pope John Paul II, and Mother Teresa of Calcutta, who was also a humanitarian. She met with a whole lot of people. She visited African countries. Charles envied her fame. Charles started picking fights with Diana and making silly comments to undermine her in public. Of course, Diana reacted too by defending herself and pressing him to give up his married mistress, and he didn't like that. Frustrated, Diana decided to expose Prince Charles to the press on TV, and this caused chaos in the Buckingham Palace. They felt really bad. They were embarrassed by Princess Diana's expose. But you would think the expose would change anything. Charles still hardened his heart and refused to repent from his wicked ways. Diana then decided she was sick of his rubbish and she started her own affair with Dodi. And guess what? Charles, a port, accused Diane, a brand new copper pan, of betraying him by having an affair. He was threatened. I guess he thought he was the only person who had the monopoly to cheat. He didn't think that the virgin, naive Diana will ever cheat on him. Queen Elizabeth was embarrassed, of course, by the whole drama. She summoned Prince Charles and Diana and asked them to divorce instead of embarrassing her. They got divorced, and Queen Elizabeth stripped Diana of her Royal Majesty title, and Diana started dating the son of the owner of Harrods, Dodi Alfred, an Arab billionaire. Paparazzi were obsessed with Diana. They always were anyway. She avoided them as much as she could, but she just couldn't avoid them completely. And so one time, Diana in 97, Diana and Dodi left a hotel in Paris in a car, and they weren't wearing seatbelts in the back. Paparazzi chased their car to get a photo of them, causing an accident in a tunnel, which killed the driver, Diana and Dodi. People suspected it was Charles or Queen Elizabeth ever since. They felt because they were about to get married, probably the royal family were embarrassed that the heir to the throne was going to have black siblings because of course Dodi was he was an Egyptian, so it was the royal family. People assumed that the royal family didn't want a black blood in their lineage. And when Diana died, Prince Charles and Camilla continued their relationship. The fact that Camilla was married made it even worse because they didn't care at that point. And Camilla was actually married to Prince Charles's very good friend, who used to be his sister's boyfriend. And Charles convinced Queen Elizabeth to let him marry a divorcee. Camilla had to divorce her husband to marry Prince Charles. People were very angry with Charles and Camilla. Nobody wanted her to be queen. So for the longest time, it was understood that when Charles became king, she would be princess consort. Well, Charles convinced Queen Elizabeth to agree to change it. Camilla held on and is now a queen. So she's now known as the Queen of Consorts. So who would have thought that a divorcee, the truth is that laws are meant to be changed. We can make and remake laws for all I care, but this is the one thing people don't realize, that laws can be changed. Look at how this lady went from being, she can never be a queen, to being an actual queen. Nobody would have thought that. So you see those rules that you think that can't be changed, they can be changed. They were made by humans and they can also be remade by humans. Okay, so now let's go to fun facts. The middle name of Camilla's first son is that's her first child. She has two sons. Is Charles. Prince Charles is also her son's godfather, and now he's a stepfather as well. And oh yes, Prince Charles had other mistresses. He had this Australian mistress whose first son was also named after him, Charles. You see, he had a thing from people who were married and he didn't really care. It's just that he had other girlfriends, but Camilla was like his, that main side chick and what have you not. And the third fun fact is the press secretly wired one of Charles's phone. Charles was recorded on live audio telling Camilla he wished to be her tampon so he could live inside her vagina. So you can imagine a whole prince telling a woman that he would like to be like tampon. You know what tampon is? Let's say is like a loop inserted in the vagina when a woman is on her menstrual flow. So he was like, he doesn't mind. Oh my God, this man was such a bestie man. But today he's the king of England, so his office must be respected. So if you listened to this moment, trust me, I have this very juicy gist coming up soon, and I am not going to give a very captivating caption for it. I'll just drop it in a regular post because I do not want my source to be offended. If you don't get it, forget about it.